just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And this one taken in by Olave. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. De'Ami Brown, 56 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is going to have a foul. First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70 Lions. 18, Pioneer.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Falcons' 47-yard line.
Olave motioning to the left. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. The pass caught by Olave. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 40 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Gibson. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Penix working out of the gun here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And complete to Drake London. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Left dragon 60. 70 timber.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Dumps this one off to Algier. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
18, Rattler, 18.
Looking to throw, Penix. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards that time.
9 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing again, Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
70 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
They'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
21. Falcons 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready up. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Get up.
To the air, Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hold the ready.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Coogan, hey, smash Bronco.
They'll look to throw here.
That one deep for London.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half.
Saints 21, Falcons 6.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working off
awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here we go. Yep.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's second and 10.
Go! 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Let's go. Buffalo 18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hey, smash. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Rick, go. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here we go, here we go. Rocco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
36-yard line.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now he's going to step up and run. Downfield, and he's got Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Chris Olave.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This is Gibson.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Go!
They'll run this one right with Robinson to about the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're looking to throw. Penix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Falcons 12.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
6-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Saints
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
gain on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Saints.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to throw now on first down. And that one's touched down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tommy Mellott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this pass is caught by London. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll throw with Penix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was not